What's going on, guys? So today I'm going to be talking about the Doomsday Heist. Now, specifically about the Doomsday Heist, the actual final heist. Because if you haven't played it already, it's very hard. Like, it is definitely the hardest mission in the game. It's there are just not like just waves of enemies coming at you, and it's very you guys know what GTA NPCs, they're like gods. So this one's definitely really hard, and in this video I'm going to be telling you like basically how to defeat the Doomsday Heist. Now unfortunately I had gameplay for it, but what happened is, well, my computer is basically garbage, so I ran out of storage while recording, and the recording just stopped. So I didn't really just want to put like half of it because I don't know. I just didn't think it would look good. So instead, I just have like normal GTA online gameplay in free mode. So that's what I'm going to be showing you guys. But basically, let's get into this. So right off the bat, you spawn at your facility and you have to either pick the ATV or the tank, the Kanjali. So this actually, if you don't think you're like that great of a player and you don't think the other people aren't as good either, go with the tank because when you actually go inside the tunnel going down into Mount Chiliad, um, that's where you're not gonna get shot at all, and it's super easy just to you know just go past them with the tank. But the thing is, if you take the ATV, you get a little bit more money at the end of the mission. You get, I think, an extra 100 grand because the tank. Because what Lester says in the beginning is he's gonna sell the one you don't use. So if you use ATV, you get an extra 100 grand at the end. If you use the tank, well, it's just for protection, basically. But once you actually get down where you can't go with the tank or the ATV anymore, there are like I think 3 or 4 juggernauts there. And this is something I'm going to be saying throughout the whole video. I probably will say it a lot, so if it gets annoying, I'm sorry, but this is how important it is. You cannot rush this mission unless you're trying to get the, what's it called, the challenge at the end where you have to like complete the mission within a certain time. First of all, I would use 4 people for that. You cannot do that with 2 people or 3 people. You need 4 people. But if you're just trying to complete it, just with a few people, 4 people, whatever, and you're not trying to go for the challenge, take it slow, please. I cannot stress that enough. Take it slow, because if you start rushing, some GTA NPCs will just spawn out of nowhere and they'll gun you down. And especially if you're trying to do it on hard and get more money, you only have one chance. And like I said, I cannot stress it enough, guys. I did this heist with 2 people, right? It was just me and some other friend, and we only died one time during the entire heist. Well, now we were really close to dying, right? But as long as you take it slow be careful also, and be aware of your surroundings. Always check the mini map for NPCs. Do not rush into a room. Do not rush into a room. It is very important. I believe, and I'll explain this going on later, but I believe there's a room that you go in to hack the servers, and there's a door, that's in your way. Shoot the door to open it, and try to shoot the enemies from the other room where you're in. And I'll go in more into that later on, but let's just continue on, but I really wanted to get that out. Okay, please just take this mission slow. It is very important. So when you actually are, you know, in the room with the 4 juggernauts. Now, if you're in the tank, it's really easy. Just take them out with the tank. ATV, I really would suggest to get out. The ATV doesn't take them out as fast. What I would do is tell your crew to take out miniguns. If not miniguns, then LMGs. And if you don't have LMGs, then you can use like an assault rifle or whatever. But miniguns definitely #1. Now with your group, just take out one guy at a time with the miniguns. It speeds up the process a little bit. when the Juggernaut has like literally like four miniguns pointing at him at the same time, he's gonna die like that really quickly. Now you might think the Juggernauts are actually like they're really armored, which they are, but when you have four miniguns pointing at them, shooting at the same time, they're not gonna survive. And if you do that one by one, they'll be out really quick. Now there's some other NPCs that you have to take out along the way. Just take cover or stay back. Again, take it slow. So, that's just the most important thing with that. Do not rush. Do not try to run in because otherwise you'll probably just die. And then I believe, in one part when you're actually trying to take on enemies, another Juggernaut spawns. Just keep using miniguns, and that's actually something I want to mention. Just use miniguns for the entirety of the heist. And another thing I forgot to mention, armor and snacks. Get super heavy armor and get it until you can't get no more. And get snacks because you're gonna need both. You're gonna need both. It's like even if you take it slow, there are still like these NPCs that get lucky shots on you. So just take it slow. If you if you actually like your health bar starts going below half, I would just definitely take cover and eat snacks or use armor. Both of them. How about that? Because that's the way you're gonna beat this. Now, going back to the actual heist, what you're gonna have to do, I think, right after the NPCs stop spawning, you're gonna have to destroy these like 5 crates. Now, this is pretty easy. Just don't stand too close, because one time when I was playing the heist with a few other people, I had a friend who was just really close to the supply crates, and he shot them and exploded, and he died. So just stand back when you're trying to shoot them. They look like, if you remember from the Smuggler's Run DLC, they look like those crates, like the dark green crates that you pick up. So just keep in mind for that, because later in the video, I'm gonna tell you guys something to be aware of, which pissed me off one day. But let's just continue on. So once you complete those, or once you destroy all those crates, there's obviously NPCs that are still there when you're trying to destroy crates. So once you kill all the NPCs and destroy all the crates, I believe you have to go to the control room, which is like the server where you have to hack the servers. But on the way there's I think another Juggernaut or two, and they're actually like really like, because where you have to go, it's like a long straightaway, and so it's very hard to get them even with miniguns because there's like obstacles in the way. So if you have a sniper rifle, and even better, if you have an explosive sniper rifle, use that, because that will take them out really quick. But I will warn you guys that you cannot just snipe them, like just stand in the middle of the lane and snipe them. You have to actually stand behind cover and poke out a little bit and snipe them. And once you snipe them, poke back into cover, because otherwise you're just gonna get shot. They have great aim. All NPCs, all GTA NPCs have great aim. So once you do that, they're gonna be dead, and then you can continue on to the control room. Then next, you're gonna be opening a door, or Clifford, the AI, is gonna open the door. And this is the part where you have to hack the servers. Now, in my opinion, this is probably the hardest part of the heist, just because, well, there are non-stop NPCs spawning. You have to complete the hacks before the NPCs can stop spawning. They literally just keep spawning, and that's something you have to be careful of. No matter how many you kill, they're just gonna keep coming. So what I'd suggest, obviously, like I said earlier in the video, this is the part where the door, you just have to shoot the door, because there's NPCs waiting for you right outside in this server room. So you have to open the door and shoot the NPCs that way, or I believe there's also like a glass pane right above the door. So I think there's also another NPC that's on the second floor, and you can kill him through that glass. But for the guys that are on the first floor, just shoot the door open, and obviously stay in cover, stay back, and shoot the guys. They're on the first floor, and they're like everywhere. They're in front of you. They're on your left. They're on your left. They're on your right. So you have to just be careful where where you run, because like I said, you guys just have to just check around, just check your surroundings. That's very important in this heist. So once you do that, you have to go on the second floor and start hacking. Now, what I recommend is if you have two people, you guys have to stay together the whole time, and because one person is gonna hack and the other person's gonna defend. So while the person's hacking, the other guy's gonna defend himself, because I don't believe the NPCs can shoot the guy that's hacking, because it just wouldn't be that fair, right? So the guy that's defending, just stay in the back of there's every server that you have to hack is in one corner of the room. So just stay in the back corner and you should be fine. Again, have snacks and armor, because this is really where you're gonna need it. And then the hacking part, I think there's a glitch with it. When you try to move, I think it's the node or whatever. It's it doesn't exactly move the way you want it to, and it kind of I can't really explain it without gameplay, but it doesn't really go where you want it to. That's all I'm gonna say. So if that happens, just back out of the server or back out of the hack and start again, because sometimes you're gonna need to do that. But for the most part, they're not that bad. The hacks, it's pretty easy. They just take a few minutes. By the way, you do have 20 minutes to complete this, or else you will fail. So just keep that in mind. Now, I forgot to say, while hacking, one person hacks. If you have three people, one guy is going to stay with the hacker, and another one could just stay in another part of the map, like another corner. If you're four people, the same thing. So as long as you do that, stay in one corner, in the back corner, you should be fine with this. It will take, a certain amount of time, but you should be fine. But another thing during this part is communication. Communication is key. What I was doing, I was the hacker in my group, and I would tell my friend, listen, I'm almost done with this hack, so just get ready, because I'm gonna start getting shot soon. Because once you're done hacking, the NPCs can shoot you again. So I told my friend, just get ready, because I'm almost done with this hack. And once I told him, he was like, okay, I'm ready. And then once I said, all right, I'm done, me and him were both shooting the NPCs, and you can't just go on to the next server right after you're done. You have to take cover and wait until you both are ready. So I told my friend, okay, I'm about to go in, as soon as all the NPCs die. And once all the NPCs died, I went first, and as long as you sprint to the next server, you should be good. And then once he's done, I take cover and I cover him while he's running towards me. Or that's for the two-person scenario. If you have the third person in that corner, that could work as well. You don't have to. The other guy doesn't have to run. Now, basically, that's what you have to do for the servers. Once you're done with that, it's you just have to kill all the NPCs, and then you have to use the orbital cannon. That's that's really easy. There's no NPCs that come by, so I'm not gonna even explain that part. But right after you do the orbital cannon, this is where I messed up the big time. For the first time I did this. So once you use the orbital cannon, you're gonna have to go to basically the rocket or the missile, that's the nuclear missile that's gonna apparently blow up the Earth. And on your way there, I believe it's the silo you have to go to. On your way there are NPCs that spawn. Again, same thing, take it slow. Just be careful, be cautious, take cover. And there's also, while you're going to this place, the rooms are very narrow and close quarters. You got to be really, really careful. Take cover. Make sure all the NPCs down the hallway are dead, and then move up. this is where I messed up. So I was just trying to kill all the NPCs as fast as I could, um, and just continue on to go to the next part. What I did, I don't know if this was a glitch or anything, but what happened was I apparently, I think, shot one of the crates, the supply crates that explode, and I died, right? And then the game didn't allow us to restart, so we had to back out of the lobby and go into free mode. And at that point, we just didn't want to restart because it took so long for us to actually like complete that part, like the server part, and we didn't really want to go back and complete the whole heist again. So that's where I messed up. So I would just say, just stay behind cover and shoot the enemies down the hall, and you know, as soon as you do that, you should be down by the silo in no time. Now, this is where it's pretty easy. Basically, you see Avon, the enemy, and you know, he's gonna run for a jetpack, and then that's what you do. You basically take off in a jetpack, and you're trying to take him out, basically. So there are gonna be enemies, helicopters, coming after you, and they're gonna, you know, obviously try to take you out. Take out the helicopters. You know, it's not too hard. They do shoot you, so you do have to keep that in mind. Eat snacks, get armor. But once you take out the helicopters, you can actually take out Avon, and that's the heist basically. And then you have to land the jetpack. I believe it's at the observatory. So that's the complete guide. That's basically it. If you have any more questions, let me know down in the comments below, and I will answer them because, you know, obviously that is my job. But that's it. So one thing to take away from this video, and I'm going to say it again, just take this mission slow. Please take this mission slow. I remember the first time I did it, one of the first friends I had, he just would try to go into the room and take out all the enemies. It's really just not a good idea because he would die most of the time from that. Stay behind cover or stay back, either one. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching. Again, any questions, let me know down below, and I will talk to you all later.